Hey guys, what's up? And we have another ladder series. Here I'm going to be featuring Isaac King. He's a good friend of mine. He's in Kranis Esports. And guess what, guys? Yes, he was playing on the account Ray Reef and he finished 11th global. Now 11th global is really high and really hard to get. I'm joined by him on call. What's up, Isaac? How's it going?
Yo.
All right, dude. So let's go over your first replay. You're up against Wings in this one. You know, Wings is a really good player from Sandstorm, I believe, right? He's like one of your comrades, possibly.
Yeah, I was in Sandstorm Asia when we played, so.
So like, you know, most players on top of ladder, like if they're in the same clan, what you guys do is called a tie trade, right? If I'm confirmed. You don't want to.
Yeah.
Like go over that a little bit for me. Like, so you guys just like, instead of taking a loss, you just would prefer to trade ties?
That's what we used to do, but since I was in Sandstorm Asia, we like decided to just play it out. Especially if it's like at least season before.
And right here, we see you punishing the pump, right? You see the pump goes down. You don't even use the poison on the pump. You just go straight up with double Prince Giant, and it's just strong enough to get through. So what do you think about Giant Prince right now?
Just really obnoxious, because you have to spend so much elixir to defend it.
And, you know, like, even if you spend elixir, you don't really have these counter pushing trips, right? Like, they just, like, they pretty much go through every single thing that is used to defend them, and then on the, like, even like P.E.K.K.A gets shredded by them, which is kind of insane. But yeah, dude, what's it called? He pumps up again, and you just go straight for the 3 count. You're unrelentless right now. You poison the mini.
You're really aggressive with this deck.
Yeah, and you know, so like if someone that's new that's playing a ladder, you know, you have max cards. Like, what kind of advice would you give them?
So if you don't have max cards, I would just a lot of commons. They're easier to get higher level, but with max cards, I would just try to find a deck that works well for you and versus, because you can look up on like Stats Royale or something to see what the top guys are using.
Got it. What's it called?
Use a counter to them.
I think that makes a really good point. Is that, you know, these commons are a lot easier to get leveled up. So like form decks with commons. And from there on, try to get those, because we see like a lot of common decks in top ladder as well, like the mortar deck with Hog, or like just like the full like mortar deck with I think like Fireball Rocket. It's like really easy to get to. Those cards are pretty good for free-to-play players. But yeah, what's it called? You're about to win this first match versus Wings. How many hours did you invest in this ladder push season? If you had a rough estimate, like how many hours per day did you push?
It depends, like if I was low, but once I pushed like to top 30 or something, I would just take a break for the next day.
Got it.
Top 30, top 50.
So you would just like push the top 30, top 50 and just kind of relax. So it wasn't like a continual effort. It's just like you just like staying there at top 50 and you're happy, right? You don't push anymore. And if you fall down, you just play like a game or two to stay top 50.
Yeah, unless you tilt, but I didn't really tilt that much this season, so that was kind of lucky. But
all right, I'm about to push play on your match versus Andre. Would you like to watch this one with me? So we play at the same time, and then we'll kind of commentate over it, okay? All right, so in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. So pretty much, like, you think Giant Prince is just like the best thing to push up, and then like you just kind of like stay up there. And what if you go on tilt though? Like, let's say like some players, they lose like 3 in a row, and they get mad and they're like, oh, it can't happen 4 times, but it's happened. Last time I pushed ladder, it happened 7 losses in a row. By the way, would you consider like I stop at the 3rd time, the 3rd loss?
Usually if I tilt, I just don't stop. I just keep going, but that ends up taking like a whole lot of time.
Yeah, because
If you lose that many, I would like switch decks up.
so decks like sometimes in the ladder, I feel like I'm always countered. Like these decks are always just like, even if I switch decks, they're just meant to beat mine. And there's a lot of times that I'm just like, game is just really frustrating. But there's been a lot of videos saying that it's not rigged. It says stick with the same deck. Look at your replays and kind of relax and take a break and then come back and then grind again. But you say you don't have that issue, that you just you don't tilt. Is that because you're a better player than I am, or?
Well, if I tilt, like, do the replays, like, I watch my replays to see what I did wrong. Because it's matchup based right now.
True that, and I mean, we're watching this match right now. Kind of go over it real quick on your thought process. So just you spam Princess in the back here, and how do you know when to support a Prince with a Giant or such?
Oh, well, before the game started, I knew because this is Samuel, and he hit #1 with his deck last season.
So you just kind of know players beforehand. It's a good thing to scout your opponents, right? Or just to be aware of who plays what and such. Dark Light, he's gonna play Expo 90% of the time. Or Pompeo, you're expecting
Lava Balloon.
Yeah.
So I pretty much expect Balloon every single time.
That's great. That's a good thing to know as well. That you just know what to do. Do you think this deck beats Loon or no? This Giant deck?
Or Moon Cycle.
Does it beat Lava Loon though? If you're a player and you want to beat this Giant Prince deck, what would you play?
Would be the P.E.K.K.A. X NATO deck that's all over ladder with Bridge Spam.
Okay. But I feel like sometimes even the Giant users they don't even play Giant versus P.E.K.K.A. But yeah, let's go and look at your last replay versus Pompeo. He finished at, of course, rank 1, and I believe you took a win off of him here. You ready to start the replay in 3 seconds?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. So you're up against Pompeo, and before it even starts, he's running a Loon Cycle, right? So let's see what you do. Alright, so he starts with the Ice Skull. Let's see what you do. You Goblin Gang in the back. Very passive play there. Pompeo as well, playing really passively, not really playing anything. The Miner finally comes out. Okay, you throw out the Bats. And here you go. You start with the Prince in the back. Let's see. Kind of run through me your thought process right now.
Well, right now, I know he has Loon, so I'm always hovering over my air troops, but make sure I can kill his Loon the moment he places it and then go on a counter push.
Got it. Okay, here comes the first Loon. Let's see what you do here. Oh, that's a tricky push to stop. Yeah, that's an XE. Oh, the XE hits the Bats too. That's a lot of damage.
Zaps are just go in.
The thing about that Pompeo does is that he always... That was a beautiful zap on the guard as well. He always is redlining the elixir. I don't know if you noticed with Balloon. So how you can punish him is that you can always just form a huge counter push on both lanes, I think, to get through the XE NATO, right?
And double elixir is easier to defend because spam the Spear Goblins and Bats all over the place, so he can't zap all of them.
Yeah. But he also has NATO as well, so you can NATO your Bats or NATO your Spear Goblins. But here you go, you're coming with a big push, you ignore the Miner, you take the damage, and here you go, you're going with the Giant Prince. Push, let's see what you do.
Guards,
nice Ice Golem from him. He's got guards. Perfect counters, look at that beautiful NATO as well, man. He's just, I feel like his deck counters here is really hard. I'm surprised he won this.
NATO's pretty hard.
Alright, here we go. Dark Prince coming in.
Oh, I saw the zap, so That's when I usually go in aggressive.
Yeah, look at that very aggressive giant on the left side. And here we go. We got the prince on the right side. Miner's a tank. It's blown up, but I like the pressure that you're putting. Look at this. You got the pressure on the left side, pressure on the right side as well. You're not, allowing him to get too much NATO value. And then you're just slowly poking away. That's very smart. Spear goblins get just so much damage there too. Wow.
I just try to keep pressure to not let him get a push in, because I know I can like giant poison to win the game.
I feel like you didn't even let him get off a loon. After that first one, you just kept the pressure so much. Oh, this actually went to sudden death. That was crazy. He drew it up in the last second as well. Man. But you have so much damage on both towers. So he has NATO right now, right? So you don't want to put Giant in the center, right? Because he just NATOs it to the King's
So
Tower.
I'm just waiting for him to drop rune and then try to counter push.
Got it. Okay, here comes a loon. Here comes a loon. Bats are there. He zaps as well. Man. That is a deadly, deadly. And here you just pressure like crazy, right? You just spam everything. Spam bats. Oh, look at that. Miner gets eradicated. That was close. Like, I feel like you spam troops, but like he almost got the second balloon smash as well. Crazy, dude. Alright, so there we go. We saw 3 matches. Incredible matches. Especially against rank 1 Pompeii. You finished ranked 11th. Is there like any goal that you want to do this season? Like, do you want to reach like rank 1 or top 5, or what's your goal this season?
Yeah, top 30 this season, but I ended up getting 11. But next season, I'm looking to get like single digits at least.
Single digits, man. You were 2 places from single digits. So close, but still, like, this is like the first time I actually see you pushing like hard. So like, I really want to congratulate you here, man. That's crazy. 11th. It's really, really hard. But yeah, man,
Thanks, man.
congrats. You want to give any shout outs to anybody?
Shout out to Kranis Esports, of course, and Sandstorm Asia for getting me the account.
Alright, yeah, dude, glad to have you here. Thanks for coming on to the channel, and maybe we'll bring you out soon again.
Yeah.
Alright, peace.